Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Again, I'm recording with a cold, it's giving me deja vu, but we are talking about the brand new leaks for Fortnite Chapter 4 Season 3 that is coming out very soon. I think it's within 24 hours at this point, and we have so much. It's crazy. I'm surprised how quickly this season's come up on us. First, let's talk about everything that is already happening around the new season. So, we've got on Twitter, if you go there right now and use the hashtag Fortnite Wilds, just like hashtag Fortnite Mega, you get a little hash flag, as they call it. And this one is themed around the new season. It looks like a bit of a compass, it's kind of teasing the exploration and overall discovery theme about our new jungle season. As well as this, we have the item shop background that is actually changed to match the new season. It's an interesting change, they haven't done this before, but it has evolved. Yesterday, we had an item shop background that was just kind of a blue and green gradient, but today, there's vines, leaves, and all sorts of stuff all over the item shop. It looks kind of cool, and I cannot say that it's not a bad way to tease the new season, but it's a very weird change, considering everything else is still the exact same. But that's only one of the very many things we have to go over today, just like the first two video teasers that have dropped. Our first one, we actually got a look at the brand new jungle biome close up. There was a little pan over, and they posted this in different languages, but it had an overlay of the text wilds. Now that's the name of our new season, so that's kind of exciting. And it also did have different languages, as I pointed out. So what people were able to do was combine all of these different languages together, and we got a much bigger view of the new season. There's a waterfall, there's a tent, there's all sorts of new stuff down there. Now, I have a feeling that these tents might just be props, but people have been talking about the rework of the old tents we saw in Chapter 3 Season 1. They were, needless to say, a bit broken. People were able to get stuff from the season before into the next season, and it was a bit weird. But that's all for what's happening right now. We do have a lot of leaks about the new gameplay. So first off, we have a brand new movement item. So last season, we had the Shockwave Hammer that was pretty good. It allowed us to move around 3 bounces, went down from 4, and the Mythic had 5. But there was the drop trick where you could drop it out of your inventory, and then you could pretty much just get into someone's light box real easy. Now, needless to say, the Kinetic Blade also does have a glitch like that. If you dash from 23 or something meters away, you're actually able to get into someone's box. It's a bit broken. I have a short on it. If you want to check that out, I'll link that with the card up in the top right. But this season, it is the Kinetic Boomerang. We think it's Kinetic, but they did use a different name for Shockwave and Kinetic, so they might have another name. Who knows, it could be the Explosive Boomerang. I don't know. It sounds pretty cool to use, but I'm not sure how it's going to let you move around. That's going to be a change that we've got to figure out. It may not even be a movement item, it could just be like an item, maybe like Darth Vader's lightsaber, where you could actually throw the lightsaber and it would come back through the box. It's a pretty good idea, but I feel like movement this season has been really fun because there's been so much of it, and if they didn't really have that much movement next season, I'm not sure if I'd enjoy it as much as this season. And that is why they are bringing helicopters to the game. There is going to be movement. I'm not sure if there's going to be enough because we haven't really figured out what this boomerang does, but there is helicopters coming back, and they are going to have a launcher, like a cannon. Now, this launcher will be shooting every 2 seconds and deals 35 player damage and 450 builds damage, so that's kind of good. Previously, you've just been able to stand on the sides of the helicopter, just shoot from it with your buddies. I'm not sure if you'll still be able to shoot from the sides of the helicopter. They might even lower the amount of people that are allowed on the helicopter. But if you are, you can use the brand new lever pistol that is coming to the game. That's right, there's a new pistol. We've had the tactical pistol this season and last season, but a brand new addition to the lever group. just like the lever action rifle and lever action shotgun. We will be getting a lever pistol. Apparently it's going to be slow fire rate, kind of like the rifle, but it's going to have some heavy hitting shots, which is surprisingly like the shotgun. We don't know damage stats on this new lever pistol, but we can say that it will be pretty fun to use. Unless it's just really dog shit, I hope not. And that's not the only new addition to the game. They are working on an epic and legendary rarity, Thermal Bolt Sniper. So this is kind of like the Mandalorian's one, if you remember Chapter 2, Season 5. I didn't actually play that much that season. I was kind of on my hiatus from Fortnite during that time. But I did play, I think, once or twice with the Mandalorian Sniper. It seemed pretty cool. And they are working on bringing something similar to that to the game. It's going to deal 116 to 121 damage, depending on the rarity. And it is able to one-shot headshot even if you're playing in zero builds, which is kind of one of the reasons I don't like snipers in zero build. 3-second reload time though, so it is kind of slow. I'm interested to see how this one pans out. If they're removing the heavy sniper, I mean, fair play. But they kind of nerfed it into the ground, and I'm not sure why they'd just, like, right after a nerf, bring back a massive damage thermal sniper. That seems a bit overpowered. And yeah, snipers being able to one-shot headshot in zero build seems a bit broken. As well as this, there is a mythic drum shotgun they're adding. This one isn't really kind of a new addition per se, it's just a update to an existing weapon. And the mythic drum shotgun will have 73 body damage and 109 headshot damage, but they are slowing down drum shotguns with a 3-second reload time. I don't think that all the drum shotguns are coming back to the game, I think it's just the mythic. They also have updated the infantry rifle and lever action shotguns in the game files. We did actually have the infantry rifle in, and they said, as Hypix has said, it was last season when they updated the infantry rifle, and they added that in, so I don't know if there's a bit of confusion there, or if he's talking about an update that happened this season. So, lever action shotgun, Nick A30's favourite. The Maven hasn't always been the best, so if this is replacing the Maven, I think it could probably be a bit better for people who prefer auto shotguns or high fire rate shotguns. Now there's still a few more gameplay changes, such as armored cars. These are going to have some NPCs driving around in them, kind of like how they did in Chapter 3 Season 2, I believe, with the IO Patrol. You're able to steal their car, and it looks like you'll be able to as well with this new NPC. These cars will be a bit different. They might have some new attachment to them that you can only get by killing the NPC. Who knows? I could be completely wrong here, but that's what I've heard. And there is also a reskin to the grind rails that seem to be everywhere. I'm not sure if this will be just in the jungle update. There's a lot of kind of things that have been said but don't really have full clarification on them. As you can see in the Battle Pass teaser kind of wallpaper image, I don't know, they used a different set of grind rails. If you look at Summer Meowscles, he's actually on a vine, which is very different. We don't have grindable vines or any vines at the moment, so this is going to be either a new addition or they're going to reskin the grind rails probably outside of Mega City, because if there were vines in Mega City, it'd be a bit interesting. And last but not least, the racing LTM is coming to the game. There's a Del Mar racing LTM in the files. We don't know if it's going to release at the start of the season, maybe halfway through, kind of like Most Wanted in Season 1 of Chapter 4. It's going to have a lobby tab where you can go and customize your vehicle. The default vehicle is going to be a supercar, and it's going to look pretty cool, I think. It's kind of inspired by Mario Kart, according to a lot of tweets. And on top of all of this that we've just mentioned, there are 8 new cosmetic skins coming to the Battle Pass for next season. We have Era first off, which is a samurai kind of vibe, nice blue look to it, and a 0-point accessory. It looks like a bit of a clock, and kind of gives me the same vibes that Mizuki does this season. Next we have Trace, who kind of has an explorer look to him. He's kind of magical powered sticks, pickaxe. I have no clue what they're going for. Like, what kind of... yeah. It's going to be interesting. If it's good in game, then I might wear it a few times, but it's probably not going to be anything I run too often. Next, kind of looks like the sweat skin for next season. We have Rian. She's got a cool looking little spike bracelet on her right arm. She's holding a new pistol, which could be the lever pistol. So it's a nice close-up of that there. And she's wearing a t-shirt with ferns, got a nose ring. Pretty nice looking skin. I'd say probably going to be the sweat skin. Next we have Lorenzo, which seems to be the Fortnite skin for the season that Fortnite's really pushing. They want this to be kind of the main skin of the season. He's got compass directions on his arm, a little sword it looks like he's holding. Very tactical looking kind of explorer. And what's interesting about this skin is if you look at the season battle pass for this season, we have a skin called Renzo the Destroyer. Now, I don't know if this is a coincidence or not, but this guy's called Lorenzo. It's legitimately 2-letter difference. And it looks like we'll be able to have upgradable styles for this guy. It could get closer and closer to looking like Renzo the Destroyer. Who knows? This might be him in a past life, or maybe even him before some weird change occurred to him. We don't really know what's going on here, but I'm sure it'll be explained soon. Next we have Mariposa. I really probably haven't pronounced that right, but this looks to be a reskin Dynamo. It's the same t-shirt, same hairstyle, and wearing a different kind of shirt, and looks like she'll have claw pickaxes. I'm kind of interested in this skin. I think it could actually be pretty good. A lot of these skins seem to be reskins. We don't know for sure, but if they're remixes of old skins, I'm all for it, because they're probably picking ones that people liked, and if they're getting reskinned, who knows, they could even be better than the originals. Next we have Relic. What's interesting about this guy is he seems to have a lot of different concepts that have kind of formed to make him. He's got a little crystal in the center, like a red gem, that will probably have some significance to his design. He's got red claws, and on his left he has some sort of weird metal like orb. It's a weird design, but this could be the new secret skin. According to leakers, we have found out that the new secret skin will have something to do with the storyline and will be a remix version of an old skin. Now I see it looking something like the Foundation with that little chest piece, but I'm not entirely sure on that one. It could be someone completely different, and this might not even be the secret skin. It's just an interesting skin. I'm not sure why it would be something so out of place in the Battle Pass. This is Optimus Prime, and if you don't know him, probably been living under a rock. I wouldn't say 100%, but he's from Transformers, one of the big dudes. I don't watch Transformers, but I know him. Pretty recognizable looking robot. Finally, the actual final one, Paradise Meowscles. This is probably the one that everyone's excited for, because Paradise Meowscles has a brand new look to the original Meowscles. He's got long hair, he's wearing a tiger shirt, he's got some nice shorts on, and he's wearing some bracelets. He looks a lot more relaxed than normal Meowscles, and it'll be interesting to see how he looks in game, because I think it'll be quite a cool skin. It's the funny skin of the season, and I'm here for this one. And the final kind of topic for today is the storyline. Because recently, I think it's actually been kind of halfway through the season, we started getting earthquakes around the new vines that are kind of growing out of the ground, the little crack sites. In the trailer, we see that like there's a massive earthquake and suddenly all of this ground just cracks away to reveal a jungle biome. Now, we don't know why these earthquakes are happening. Maybe this jungle might be a bit evil. Who knows? We've been seeing in French, I believe it translates as Jungle of Hell or something similar to that. I don't remember precisely what it was, but it doesn't sound like this jungle is just a peaceful little place that's came in accidentally. Now, that's not the only thing we saw in this teaser trailer. If you look in the background, you'll actually notice a massive mountain. And that's not one of those little pieces of the island that's falling off that's been here since Chapter 4 Season 1. It is a volcano. Now, this could be the one that's next to Mega City, but it looks a bit bigger. I think it's coming in with the new season. And speaking of Mega City, we can actually see it in the background of this trailer. If you look at it, you will notice a few tall towers. It's pretty recognizable. Mega City is a massive POI, and I think you'd notice if it wasn't there. But that's all we have for this season. There were some leaks in my last video that still haven't came to fruition. If you want to check those out, I'll link that in the top of the description, and you'll be able to find all of the stuff that I was talking about that was meant to come to this season and didn't. There was a lot of stuff that did come to the season that I'm grateful for, and I'm very happy that this season has played out the way it has. I'm probably going to do a review on it sometime soon. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure that you like, subscribe, help me on my way to 1,000. And this is probably my longest video that I'll ever do on this channel. I normally break these videos up, but I just did not have enough time to record all of this. So thanks for watching, and see ya.